Welcome, dear students, to the fourth chapter of Organizational Behavior, Session 1. The title of fourth chapter is Organizational Culture and Change. Welcome to the session on organizational culture and change. Today we are exploring the invisible DNA of a company. We will define what culture is, look at different types that exist, and learn how to create a lasting environment using the OCTAPACE model. Let's begin to understand the meaning of what organization culture is. Think of it as a system of shared assumptions, values, and beliefs. It acts as an internal compass that governs how people behave. It's so powerful that it dictates everything from the unwritten dress code to how employees perform their daily tasks. So, organizational culture is a system of shared assumptions, values, and beliefs which governs how people behave in organization. These shared values have a strong influence on the people in the organization. Next, we move on to defining organizational culture. Culture is more than just a vibe. It is a basic pattern. It represents the correct way for employees to think and feel when they encounter problems or opportunities. It is the collective mindset that ensures everyone is on the same page when facing the organization's challenges. Hence, organization culture is the basic pattern of shared assumptions, values, and beliefs considered to be the correct way of thinking about and acting on problems and opportunities facing the organization. The seven primary characteristics. To understand a specific culture, we look at seven traits. Organizational culture, a common perception held by organization's members, a system of shared meaning. Innovation and risk taking. Are employees encouraged to be bold and try new things? Attention to detail. Does the company value precision and analytic accuracy? Outcome orientation. Is the focus on the end result or the process used to get there? People orientation. How much does management consider the effect of decisions on employees? Team orientation. Is work organized around individuals or collaborative groups? Aggressiveness. Are people competitive and assertive rather than easygoing? Stability. Does the organization emphasize maintaining the status quo? Visualizing culture. This diagram helps us see how these seven characteristics interact. No two companies have this exact same mix. For example, a tech startup might be high on innovation, while a nuclear power plant would prioritize stability and attention to detail. Organizational culture is generally categorized by its intensity, its responsiveness to change. Strong culture. Here, core values are intensely held and widely shared. This creates high loyalty and motivation because everyone is aligned with the goals. Weak culture. This is low alignment between staff because there is no shared value system. The company must rely on bureaucratic procedures and strict oversight to keep people in check. These classifications often overlap with established frameworks like the competing values framework. Let's move on to understand the classification based on its responsiveness to change, that is, adaptive versus unadaptive culture. Adaptive culture. These organizations proactively manage change and focus heavily on customer needs. Managers take calculated risks to succeed. Unadaptive culture. These are internally focused. They value the status quo over market reality, which can reduce effectiveness and cause them to miss competitive opportunities. Adaptive versus unadaptive organizational culture. Based on the research of Cotter and Esket, this dimension measures how well a culture supports the organization's long term financial performance and survival in a changing environment. Adaptive culture proactively manages change and aligns with the needs of various stakeholders, especially customers. Unadaptive culture characterized by a focus on internal process or the interests of managers rather than external reality. In adaptive culture, Focus is on managers pay close attention to all constituencies and take calculated risks to achieve success. Whereas in unadaptive culture, focus values stability and status quo over responsiveness to the market. Creating and maintaining culture. How is a culture born? It usually starts with the founder's values and the demands of the industry. To keep it alive, organizations use four main tools: attraction and selection, that is, hiring people who fit, onboarding, teaching the values, leadership, modeling the behavior, and reward systems, paying for the right actions. The OCTAPACE model, developed by Uday Parikh, the OCTAPACE model looks at culture through eight specific values. Parikh suggests that culture exists on multiple levels, from the core first level to the practical concepts used in daily experimentation and daily work. The OCTOPUS acronym OCTOPUS stands for openness, collaboration, trust, autonomy, proaction, authenticity, confrontation, and experimentation. Breaking down the first four values. Openness, a culture where you can express ideas and feelings without fear. It's about transparency and sharing information freely. Confrontation, this doesn't mean fighting. It means the willingness to face problems boldly rather than avoiding them. Trust, this is a bedrock. Maintaining confidentiality and knowing your colleagues have your back. Authenticity, the walk the talk factor. It is the alignment between what you feel, say, and actually do. The final four values: proaction, taking initiative and pre planning for the future rather than just reacting to crisis. Autonomy, giving employees the power to act independently within their roles. It encourages a sense of ownership. Collaboration, emphasizing we over me. It's about working together for a common cause. Experimentation, encouraging innovative approaches and learning from both success and failure.